Hello, it's been a minute. Today is the 8th day of April 2022. It's 4:06 p.m. I haven't uploaded anything in a while. Not that anybody would notice. Not a big deal. Bruce says I'm getting weaker. I don't notice it because I'm doing less. maybe, I don't know. Because I feel like I'm maintaining, but anyway. So I wanted to talk today about something that happened on Wednesday. I had said that, maybe I hadn't said it here, but I've been telling people that Bruce and I are getting along a lot better because, I refuse to take the bait, and I'm just trying to leave everything up to God, working on him, and I see God working on him in powerful ways. He has changed in several small but very important ways, a lot of them, and it's just been wonderful to see. And then on Wednesday, he was complaining about how much he had his taxes done, and he went to pick them up on Wednesday, and when he got home, he talked about how much money he had brought home last year on his since his retirement, since being on Social Security. And it was what's funny is it's more than he made when he brought home when he was working, because he's no longer contributing to his 401k as much as he possibly can. And he said that he was just complaining how much money he made and how little he had to show for it, and he was going to have to give up his going on the Great Lake, the Lake Huron, with his friend, a really good friend who's really good for him, and he really likes him a lot. And I have not found any worrisome traits in his friend that Napper will bring home. And this new friend is very factual and very honest and very good for him. And Bruce said he's going to have to give that up, going on the weekends with him to Lake Huron on this guy's boat, because he just didn't have the money for it. And I just flipped my lid. I just went crazy. I attacked him, and all he was doing was just expressing himself. But I just let loose, and then he let loose, and it was awful. It was awful. And the point here is that it's like, when I got to thinking about it, it's like the universe or God was saying, really? You guys are doing good? Let's put this to the test. And I failed miserably. Miserably. No, you only think you're doing better until you're triggered or I don't know, confronted with an actual situation in which you could lose your temper, and you choose not to keep it, which is what I did. Well, then the next day, of course I apologized and told him I was sincerely sorry, because he had done nothing except express himself, and he should never be attacked just because of what his feelings are. He thanked me for the apology. He apologized as well, because he wasn't very nice when he was mad. But he tends to throw, I can't think of what the word is, when you call people names, ad hominem attacks, I guess you could say, called me really naughty, really not nice names and whatnot, but he apologized for that. And it made me do a lot of thinking. Don't be saying things are going so well, because on an area in your life that you're working on, because you will be tested. You will be tested to see are you real? Is it really as good as what you say? Are you making as much progress as you think? And that can be very uncomfortable, very eye-opening, very shocking too, in a way, because I really thought I was doing better, meeting everything with love, and not from me, but through me. And it just seems like every time I start feeling that I've got a handle on things, I get thrown these tests, and the devil comes in and says, let's see. Are ya? And I always fail. I always fail. But I will keep trying, because that's what we do. And had a little scare today because, you know, I get my Social Security on the second Wednesday of the month, but I get the ability to deposit that Social Security into my bank account on the Friday before the Wednesday that it's going to come. So that would be today. Today was Friday. And it shows up every time. Since I started getting Social Security, it has showed up at noon in my bank. And it wasn't there at noon. It wasn't there at 1. It wasn't there until almost 3 o'clock today. And I'm like, how am I going to get to Wednesday? Because I had planned to just get to today. But it showed up and I was able to deposit it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Which means, as of today, I will have saved $1,000 to move into our new place, but we need $1,700. So I got I got more to go, and I'm waiting on the State Farm to send me my insurance money. Supposed to be $400 for every driver who had a car license or a car insured October 31st. That's $400, and I'm waiting for that, but they don't have to give it to me until May 19th, I think, is the day it's supposed to be out. Of course, Bruce has already got his, and other people have already gotten theirs. But State Farm is like, well, we just want to hold on to it for a little while, maybe make some interest on that money, because I'm pretty sure they have the money now. They're just waiting. So that did happen, thank goodness. So I'm here on a Friday before Social Security drops on Wednesday. It's supposed to drop on Wednesday, and just feeling rich. I'm feeling pretty good because today I had a visit from the hospice nurse, and the hospice aide came and changed my sheets and helped me shower and cleaned my room. Just those little things that just mean so much. That's just such a blessing to me, and made me laugh and had a wonderful time. So far the day has not been bad, and I hope your weekend is wonderful. And I hope you take to heart this little lesson that I learned, which is that you think you're doing well in something, start telling people about it, and get your own challenge and see if you really learned enough to pass the test, because that's the real value of the lesson. Is you think you're doing okay, you're sure you're doing okay, and then comes along the test that says you're not doing good at all. But I think it's really important that we apologize to each other, and that I apologize first, because it was, and claimed all responsibility for the incident, because it was all on me. He was just expressing himself and how he feels. But I did learn that he's aware that he's doing it, and he wants to stop, so I know God is still working in him. So have a wonderful weekend.